Here is everything Rooster has been up to since the last episode. Every day he leaves offerings on the graves of his sisters from a past life. He also tends to the sheep pens, refills the dung box, and gathers all the stray horses. Recently, he murdered a mysterious stranger, but found out soon after that he made a mistake.
Welcome back, everybody. This is going to be a little bit of a weird one. So, as you can see, there are two of me. Yesterday, I recorded a video with Craig. It's kind of a surprise video, and it was actually probably the best video I will ever make. And sadly, my microphone was not plugged in for the entire thing, and I didn't realize until the end. But I had such a fun time filming with Craig that it feels like a waste. Throw it all away. So I am going to do my best to watch the video, which is going on right now, and duplicate some of that magic. This is the greatest video ever made tribute. This is not the greatest video ever made. It is the tribute to the greatest video ever made, of which you will not see. So actually what I'm doing right now, what you just saw me doing, was pretending to sleep. I did this whole bit at the beginning where I was going to pretend to sleep and then wake up, and that's how the video was going to start. I was going to do a close-up of my face. Again, this is going to be the greatest video ever made. Sadly, it was not meant to be. I am looking at my microphone right now. It is making the green line move, so I know you can hear this one. Anyway, I was going to pretend I was sleeping, and then I told you all that basically the reason I'm starting this life at 45 instead of as a baby is because I had planned to just go AFK in this video, but instead I saw Craig show up out of nowhere and got super excited and immediately threw all of my recording equipment together, which is probably why I forgot to plug in my microphone. And yeah, I had the greatest life ever and none of the audio captured. So right now I'm actually heading up to my hideout to give you guys a little tour of some of the things that have happened since the last video. Let me see. I can't really remember exactly what I was talking about here. Probably just explaining everything I'm explaining right now. So here you go. Here's the hideout. As you can see, quite a bit has changed since my last video. I added in that little sign right there that says, "It's dangerous to go alone. Take this." And it's in reference to that pickle down there. That is an homage to one of my favorite video games, Zelda. Some of the other old-timers probably know exactly what that's in reference to. Maybe some of the young folks too, if you guys played the original Zelda. Anyway, as you can see, I also created a vault. Right now, I am talking about how I made the vault, and it's actually pretty simple. Those diamonds that I pirated from Vanilla Brick Valley, you just put that into one of those little locking mechanisms and then throw it on the door, and it can give it a password. And then you put the password in. You just have to put the password in once during your life. And as long as you say the right password, then you can then come and go. As you can see, I am typing in the password here. Password is, and then you just put in the password. And if it's the right one and you're near the door, it lets you in. That's what I noticed. If not, it just tells you put in the wrong one. It does not appear, as you can see, I knew the password. I will blur it out so that no one can steal my booty. But yeah, as long as you say it once during your life, the rest of your life you can come and go as you please. The only caveat is that you have to be able to say enough characters. So I actually can't enter my own vault until I'm like 10 or 12. That would be nice to fix. I don't know if it is actually a bug. It may be working as intended. Super annoying though. Now I'm just going through some of my booty here. There you go. You got my milkweed coins, which I was very happy to get. Behind my milkweed coins is the graduation degree from cooking school I attended with Mai and Jesse. After completing my cooking training, I received a cooking degree, and it is one, as you can see there. On July 14th, Rudolph River got his chef's degree, now specialized in beer, soup, and eggs. I actually know how to make quite a few more things than that, but you can only say so much. But thank you to Maya, Jesse, and Craig for teaching me how to cook in this world. I feel like I've learned from more people too, but those are the three that have taught me the most probably. As you can see, I have a few other things in there. I've got my bottle of cow urine dye. I got the sword that I liberated from Vanilla Brick Valley. I got my sack. Oh, here's Craig. Hey, buddy. What you doing? What am I going to say here? Just changing and giving everybody a tour. I remember this part. Craig wanted to make a radio, but I wanted to give everybody a tour before we headed out. Just changing and giving a tour. Yeah, it won't take long. As you can see, I added a sign. Beware Rooster Nest. I love the way letters work in 2 Hours, One Life. You guys just have to hit them with a stone and they just circle through. I love that so much. If that's how it works in 1 Hour, One Life, I'm an idiot. But I'm pretty sure that's not how it works. Because there's a significant lot more work, I recall, when I was anytime I was making signs. There was always so many different things you had to do to make any single letter. I hated it so much, honestly. Anyway, that's Craig telling me that he's got a secret that he wants to show me after I give everyone a tour of the changes to this base. So I think I covered most of it. There is one thing that you're about to see which drove me absolutely insane, and it is in regard to those bones there. If you give me a second. As you can see, I like to wear one yellow shoe. If you watched my last video, you know that is an homage to my first outfit that I ever made, which was a full set of nomad gear and 2 yellow slippers. It was my opinion, that's me showing off the sword that I definitely didn't steal. In my opinion, the yellow slippers are the most roostery. At the time, at least, that's how I felt. And so I gave myself yellow slippers to go along with the nomad outfit. But now I'm a pickle boy, so I gotta wear green. But I still wear that one yellow slipper in tribute. Showing off my rolling pin. It goes along with my diploma. That was a letter that I took from Vanilla Brick Valley, one of the first things I ever wrote in the game. Rooster gear. Please return if you use it. Thank you. That went along with my nomad gear. I think I waited until last to show the bones. There was a whole deal with the bones. And that's showing off the bowl of moss, which I used to create the vault. It's super easy. If you just mix a piece of moss and some buttermilk, it creates that bowl. You throw it on some walls, and 10 hours later, they become ancient walls. And as far as I know, you can't break them. So that in conjunction with a password door, you got yourself a vault. Seems to be working. I also showed off my charut, which I got from, I think I got the charut from Mai, but I think she got it from Daltha, which is exactly what I'm talking about in right now, if you could have heard me. All right, here you go. Basket of bones, Lemon River. Basket of bones, Lemon River. If you look at my face, you can see I'm having a little aneurysm right now. I'm kind of freaking out. Here's the deal with those bones. So, and now I'm checking to make sure I'm not insane. And you can see my face. I'm very upset right now. So, one of those basket of bones was, and I'm not crazy, basket of Finch River. Basket of bones of Finch River. It was Finch's bones. I came across Finch's bones at one point like 2 days ago. It's actually, it was during Tizali's stream. So if you want to see how this all started, you got to watch Tizali's stream. Not yesterday, but the day before. Anyway, I had found Finch's bones. And I thought, oh, how for two? And they actually said Finch. Someone had named Finch. And everyone knows Finch and Lemon are a pair. So I snagged up Finch's bones, brought him back to my vault, and then I thought, oh, I got to have the pair. So I went on a hunt for Lemon's bones. But I couldn't find Lemon's bones anywhere except for in a graveyard. So I kept pestering Lemon all night long to give me his bones. And he wouldn't, because he was either training someone new or thought it was weird that I wanted his bones. Well, at some point during the night, I may or may have not done some grave robbing. It was innocent grave robbing. You'll see later. I made amends for everything, but yeah, I got a hold of some lemon bones, and I brought them back to the vault, and I went to bed. And then when I came back the next day, which is what you're seeing here to record, both bones said lemon bones, and I know 100% without a shadow of doubt, one basket said finch bones, and one basket said lemon bones. And the fact that they both say lemon bones now really disturbed me. And you can see later on in the video, it bothers me very deeply. And yeah, there's like a whole thing around those bones. Anyway, now I'm just showing off it's dangerous to go alone. Showing off my pickles, eating some bread. I think I'd talk about these roosters over here. How we have a lot of wild roosters in the Pickle Boys territory, which is funny because we started off the whole River family town with like a shortage of roosters because I was having a hell of a time making roosters, and then I got my first rooster, brought it back home, put it in my house, clearly marking that it was mine, and then someone murdered it. But since then, we have a plethora of roosters. It's pretty great. Showing off my flags here. The pumpkin one, you probably remember from the last video. I got that from Johnny, or he at least showed me how to make it. I did make it myself. The bear was Craig, and the red engineering flag is also Craig. He created the flag for Little Brewster, my in real life daughter, who likes the color red and likes to go by the name Red. I thought that was really nice of Craig to do that. I think that's most of the changes. All I'm doing right now is just telling you everything I just told you about the... why am I getting a phone call right now? 1 second. Sorry about that. I am actually at work right now. I'm trying to get this video out because it was supposed to go out yesterday. I am back from vacation, so unfortunately you're going to have to deal with this more often. I think I'm just cleaning up here a little bit. I don't even remember what I'm talking about at this point in the video. I sure do go on. Oh yeah, I'm showing off my tent. As you recall in my last video, I picked up my tent from Vanilla Vic Valley, and I have set it up directly north of the shop. This has become the Pickle Boys Pantry. It gets really annoying having to go all the way back to the kitchen for food, and so we just kind of started making our own food. Those mushrooms are easy to come by, and we are a gang, so it seems appropriate we should have a stockpile of drugs. And then the fish we procure and cook ourselves, so we're becoming self-sufficient. You guys better watch out. Soon we won't need anyone. Showing off the forest over here, just giving kudos to Jessie, who planted this forest, and as you can see is very lovely. She did a phenomenal job. I also pointed out that it is called Kitty Forest. The lore accurate name, and everyone should be using, is Kitty Forest. I'll probably put up a sign. I've been catching Jessie calling it Pickle Forest. I'm not sure what Craig calls it because I don't hear his voice. I mean, obviously Jessie makes videos. I only talk to Craig through the game and DMs. But I have heard Jessie call it Pickle Forest. It is not Pickle Forest, it is Kitty Forest. Check the videos, Jessie. And then this is our newest recruit, Koala. Koala joined the gang. She passed all of the initiation rites after a couple of tries. It's very hard to join the Pickle Boys. We don't make it easy. But that was her house right there. She did a great job. She's a new player, and I think her house looks pretty great. I think she put it all up in like 1 or 2 lives. Did a really good job. Heading into the forest. I'm showing off all my roosters, obviously. Got to do that. Running down here, showing off Craig's grave. That grave, I've talked about it before. It's very important to me. I'm probably telling you not to steal the rose right now. I created that rose with my daughters. I had triplets one game. It was me and Craig playing, and we had this whole thing planned, and then we had triplets. It was actually quadruplets, technically. It was triplets, and then we had a 4th child. I say we, like we were married or something. We had a 4th child shortly after the triplets, so it felt like quadruplets, and I was freaking out, and Craig did a phenomenal job actually keeping them alive. So we raised them together, and their RP was on point. We had so much fun. we had this whole thing going where one of them went crazy and had a baby that died in her arms, but she was so heartbroken that she would refuse to put it down. We chased her around trying to get her to put it down, and eventually we got her to go through our trial chamber of mozzies, some of you may be familiar with, obviously forcing her to drop the baby, and then I fed her a pickle. And at the start, I was real mean mom, and I softened up, and it was just so much fun. I had so much fun with them. I think they ended up burying me. If you go to the graveyard and you see a grave for Roosevelt with a piece of paper on it that says Roosevelt's will, or my last will, I leave everything to my daughters. That was the life that all happened. I don't think I caught any of it on video. It was very special. Only I remember it, Craig remembers it, and then my daughters. So, sorry. Some things are personal. I don't record everything. There you go. Just talking about I'm sure I'm talking about these roosters a lot. Either I'm talking about the roosters a lot or I'm talking about that life with my daughters. I don't know which it is. Probably the daughters, because it was just so impactful to me. Maybe I can read my lips. Man, the lighting in my house is way different. The lighting right now is fluorescent. I'm at work. This is god-awful. I'm not in work. I'm at work. Work is over. I'm just getting a little recording done before I go home. Showing off Jessie's house. Someone paid her for her mozzie killing services with that queen chess piece, I believe. Showing off Craig's house now. He was supposed to meet me here, but I took way too long to show up. So, yeah. That's why he's not here. The surprise that he was talking about, I don't know if you read that earlier, was this right here. He made the river walkable from his back porch, which is pretty awesome when you think about it. Being gang members, we need a quick escape in case the coppers ever show up. So Craig has supplied himself with a quick... I do not have that as of this time. I had one, but I wanted my vault to be secure. I guess technically you don't need a quick escape when you have a vault, because I can just go in my vault. It's like a safe room. So that's why Craig doesn't have a vault. He needs a quick escape. Jessie doesn't have a vault or a quick escape. Jessie, what are you doing? You're going to get nabbed by the cops, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. At this point, I'm talking about his fence. There was a lot of drama surrounding that fence. He had a whole Discord post about... It wasn't drama, I'm sorry. It was not drama. He was very upset, though, because he wanted that to be a wrought iron fence. That's exactly what I'm talking about right now. He wanted that to be a wrought iron fence, and it just would not line up. And it was very frustrating for him, because you know how hard it is to make the fancy like panels and stuff. And so you can go into the Discord and read all about it. I think he said he will never make anything out of wrought iron fences again. This is me admiring his hedges, which I do like. I don't think I've ever made any of those really clean looking hedges before. I've only done the kind of viney looking ones. I'm gonna have to ask Craig how you do that, because I really like the way that looks. Let's see, more roosters showing off the mozzie trials. So this right here is actually part of the Pickle Boys. This is exactly what I'm saying. This is part of the Pickle Boys initiation. So this is one of the harder parts. Not everyone makes it through this part. It's not the part that necessarily gets anyone kicked out all the time, but it's definitely one of the harder parts. Anyone is welcome to try to join the Pickle Boys. You will likely fail. We've had many people try to join and fail. But if you succeed, there is a prize waiting for you at the end. That rooster really wants to be in the shot. And I'm not talking about me. Wow, he really wants to be in a shot. Look at that. Look at that rooster. It's front and center. That's funny. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is Jesse built this whole chamber right here. Those bones, actually, I do have something really special planned for those bones. Here's Craig asking me what the hell is going on. I was supposed to come and tour his place hours ago. You weren't there, Craig. You weren't there. These bones, I have something special planned for. I am sacrifice area. It is not the sacrifice area. All of these bones are given willingly, unlike Finch and Lemon's bones. These bones, big plans for them. Yeah, I got big plans. I'm not going to talk about it here, but the gang is going in a new direction. And these bones are going to be part of our plans for the future. Now that we've made it into the top 3 of lineages, I see no reason why we should stop there. Let's go for first place, baby! So I'm hoping the River family is around for a long time, and the Pickle Boy gang gets to be a proud part of that. This is Craig showing off that he has what it takes to pass the trials, even though he's already in the Pickle Boys. And then this is part of it. You know, we like the theatrics. He's showing me something new he made it. So that noise right there, having 2 sticks kind of gives you like a nice drum sound. That's really nice beat. And that's the ceremony of it all. You know, I can feel the fire inside. Craig, you're so goofy. See, Craig's just fine. Although he is hungry. He really risked it to show me how briny he is. That's Lucy. I'm laughing. I'm laughing because he had to go run and eat before he died. I think I had some food for him in my backpack. But if you've watched my videos before, I am not the most observant. I remember there was one video where Craig was begging me to feed him, and I just was way too distracted to see any of his messages. Yeah, it's pretty common for me to not notice a lot. I knew you would make it. That's right. Like the 2 stick. Yeah, I was just complimenting the. I guess that was Craig's idea. It was either Craig or Craig and Jesse, but I like the 2 sticks. It really sounds like a drum. It's really nice. Be careful with this Mozzie pit right here. It'll get you. It's easy to run through if you're not careful. Yes, me and Jesse made the change. Yeah. This is just us playing our drums. I'm going to show Craig one more thing after this that I really want to show you guys too. We need to grab some... Oh yeah, charcoal. Yeah, so those 2 bowls are supposed to be filled with charcoal. During your initiation, we may or may not light them. I don't want to give away all the secrets. What am I doing? I can't believe I even am showing you guys this, but... I guess I thought it was important yesterday, so I'm sticking with it. I don't want to censor anything necessarily. My password I had to censor. This is Jessie's, I guess you call it botany room. She grows trees. She has a couple of different businesses. She has a Mozzie killing business and a, what did he call that? Forest Emporium. We'll go with that. This is the Forest Emporium. It's where she gets all of her cuttings together in case no one wants a forest. So yeah, hit up Jessie if you wanted to grow a forest near your house. This is me showing off the old gang fishing spot. We got a gang fishing hole over here. Jessie plants the trees. It's like you can read my mind, Craig. She's like the Lorax. If you've never read any Dr. Seuss, the Lorax speaks for the trees. You can look that up. I'm not gonna explain everything. It's not part of the gang. We're like, oh yeah. So this is me telling Craig about the last thing I want to show him. It's kind of like a crop circle. This is not what you're about to see. Was not made by anyone in the gang. It is not gang affiliated, but it is really interesting, and I wanted everyone to see. So basically, this mysterious stranger showed up maybe 2-3 days ago. I talked about it a little bit in the Discord. Basically, this mysterious stranger shows up, and he starts running around. I don't know what happened. The guy was like super fast. I could not keep up with him or her. I think it was a her. And I couldn't keep up with her. By that point, I had the sword. So I'm kind of the town law enforcement at this point. And I told him to get lost because I didn't want him messing up our lineage. You know, all it takes is for one mysterious stranger to name a baby, and our lineage goes out the window. So I told the mysterious stranger to get lost, but they were way too fast for me, and I couldn't keep up with them. Little did I know that they were building this the whole time. I actually didn't find out until after I murdered them. I did murder them. Only because they started messing with my roosters. And several of my roosters have been murdered, including one of my roosters in my house that was in a cage. Like, obviously, don't kill it, right? So I'm a little sensitive when it comes to my roosters. To be fair, I did kill the mysterious stranger moments before they died of old age, but I was trying to send a message, So then I think Finch points out that their name was Mysterious Friendly Stranger. Friendly was their middle name. You can see it on a note that they left. And then Finch brought me up here and showed me this. And I felt awful. So I went and I buried the mysterious stranger with the note that they left, and left a few offerings. And I just wanted to show off what they created, because I felt a little guilty murdering them like that at the end of their lives, when at the end of the day they were just a friendly stranger, a mysterious friendly stranger. And that's me telling you everything I just told you, so you're not missing anything. This is a complete recap. Some of that might have been verbatim. Maybe I'm partially lip syncing. I don't know. You tell me in the comments if any of what I'm saying synced up to what I'm saying over there. All right, so now I'm heading to go meet Craig at the smithy, because we are going to make a radio in this episode. Well, we are going to try to make a radio in this episode, by golly. This is me moving the rooster back to join the other roosters, and then I spot this little patch of jungle, and I decide that this is a great spot for it. The mountains were it's too big. I don't want them getting lost. And we're starting to get way too many roosters in the desert. I might have to move one or two of those. Anyway, heading over to meet Craig. Oh, that spot right there that I landed on, I am fully aware that spot stops auto walking. I wanted it to stop auto walking before people went into our territory. I wanted them to think twice, and maybe consider going around or just not entering at all. But I think one of the other gang members has a soft heart and felt bad for making everybody stop at our territory, and replaced it with a flat stone, which honestly, it's probably better for the server, but I just want everyone to know that was not me. Oh, that was a golden crown that was given to me in Vanilla Brick Valley. That one I did not steal. It was given to me in Vanilla Brick Valley. It was a gift from Santa Scoutus, or Scoutaclaus. This is me looking for the mysterious stranger's grave. Real quick on that golden throne, or that golden crown, I gave that to my mother, Penelope. She was a new player, and I gave her so much crap when she first had me, because she was really mouthy and there you go. There's the mysterious stranger's grave. Mysterious stranger, very mysterious and friendly. Made a lot of burgers and some mysterious stuff. I think the mysterious stuff was the giant egg crop circle. But yeah, so that crown I gave to Penelope, my mother. And it was right before she died. Most of her life, I gave her a really hard time because she would say some horrible things to me as a child. And I was in a really goofy mood because it was really late. I hadn't slept much. And so I was really giving her a hard time. And then just her luck, I think her very next child, and I wasn't even that old when she had her next child, was Lemon, who also messed with her a little bit. And so the two of us, she kept calling, horrible demon children. And we obviously, that just fueled the fire of us giving her a hard time. So, but by the end of it, we ended up all a happy family. And so I gave her that crown right before she died. And I forgot I gave it to her, and she died in it. I'm glad I was able to get it back in this episode. So as you can see, I made it over to the smithy. I'm asking Craig how to make zinc ingots. Because we're going to make a radio. I know we already have a radio, but me and Craig felt like learning how to make a radio. I have wanted one for a while. I kind of want one up at the hideout. I think it would be really cool if we could talk to everybody near the kitchen. Honestly, everyone who lives kind of far out should make a radio. Why not? So here we go. Me and Craig are about to smelt some copper. Craig goes looking for some tongs. Well, first he looks for the bellows. And then he wants to smelt the copper with me. And as you can see up there is another tongs right there. He says, need tongs. It's like, just zoom out for a second, Craig. But no, he went running off. Takes him a long time, too. I immediately spotted the tongs and went to go tell him, but you can see I got distracted by, it was either my wife or my daughter. And I didn't notice that he had gone running off. So I went to go grab the tongs and I wanted to go tell Craig that I found him, but he was long gone. He decided he was going to go make himself some tongs. But I ended up letting him know I found him. This was such a fun life. I had so much fun in this episode. I think I even sang at one point. I will not be singing again. I actually regretted that after I did it, and was partially happy. As you can see, me and Craig are like a well-oiled machine. Smelting up this copper over here. Look, we got it. We even have somebody watching. Go, pickle all the way. Yeah, we got a, what do you call it? An audience. That's how good we're doing here. Look at all that. Smelting like crazy. I think that was all of it. We were really proud of ourselves. You need a lot of copper to make a radio. Radios are made out of copper and zinc, I've come to learn. Amongst other things. High five. We were not so smooth in emptying the copper. Because excellent. That's why me and Craig are friends. He says excellent. I think I reply with delightful. Anyway, so yeah, we kind of ran out of space, so we were a little less. Well, obviously Craig's doing a great job. I was a little less graceful with emptying out my copper. Little known fact, or maybe a well-known fact: Craig plays entirely with the keyboard. I don't think he even has a mouse. Alright, come on, hurry up there, old Rooster. What's taking you so long? That's the zinc. I don't even know how much we need. Me neither, Craig. Me neither. Me neither. While I figure out what the hell I'm doing. Lemon heads, how appropriate. My favorite candy. Shout out in the comments if you like lemon heads. Yeah, he was asking me if we make radios in 1 Hour, 1 Life. Well, 1 Hour, 1 Life does have radios. They're actually way more useful in 1 Hour, 1 Life. Because in 1 Hour, 1 Life, once the population hits 30, which is pretty regularly, you can't talk to one another. So if you're each of the different races, so you got the language family, the jungle family, the desert family, and the Arctic family. And all of them speak a different language except for the language family. And so they can't communicate with each other if a language family member isn't around. So early on, you can use a paper and pencil to write messages to each other that anyone can read, but it's a real pain in the ass. So usually towns build a radio really fast. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. Probably telling everything I just told you. What are you talking about over there? What are you talking about? Oh yeah, Craig's making some. I got distracted. Craig's making some like zinc. Basically he's rolling zinc. It's for the batteries. You see those two batteries down there? Well, we're making those. He took them out of the town's radios so that I think we can like inspect them. He puts them back. I love that pog face. I think it's quickly becoming my favorite face over the hump face. Like, the hump face is good, but only on certain sprites. The pog face is good on all those sprites. I was going to try to make some parts while Craig, kind of divide and conquer. But I think at some point, we just have so much fun playing together that we didn't really want to separate, you know. Yeah, I was about to go get the zinc, but then we ended up doing it together. There is an Arctic mine. Oh yeah, there was this whole thing about the Arctic mine. Yeah, so we had a heck of a time. Eventually, you know what's so stupid? If you just kind of look like right up there in the Smith, there's like a whole basket of maps. It's funny because the Arctic mine isn't amongst them. Actually, the Arctic mine map is kind of down there, like kind of over there where we are. But yeah, all we had to do was go and look at one of those maps, and it would have given us the coordinates to it. But I think what we ended up doing was asking somebody in Discord or checking the Discord for where they were, and that ended up sending us on a wild goose chase. Depending on how long that goose chase took, I might edit to after the goose chase. We'll see how much I have to say. Yeah, I wanted to make sure I wasn't stealing anybody's bike. I made an annoying noise so people would pay attention to me. I looked for, no, not mine. That's all I had to hear. I'm out. My bike. Bicycle. Bicycle. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike. That was not what I sang in the original. I sang "Hit the Road, Jack." But I don't know. I got the urge came on me. I don't know what's going on. That's me checking on the Finch lemon bones that are still all lemon bones. Still disturbed by that. Lemon bones. Just checking to make sure I wasn't crazy. Unnamed Phoenix bones. Little Brewster was giving me the stop recording. We want to go eat. This won't take too long. You can go get food. It's okay. You don't have to wait for me. Alright, bye. I'll be done in, it says 30 minutes. Will you tell Mom I'll be done in 30 minutes? What? I will. If you want to wait 30 minutes, that's fine. All right, I'm back. You didn't miss much. Basically, me and Craig are packing for the trip to the Arctic mine. And one of the other players bumps into us and lets us know that they're going to log off. And then they're asking if, they end up asking us if, well, you'll see. Basically, they point out that the fertility is low. I'm 84. Craig's not that much younger than me. And it's low pop hours. So I think this player, I can't remember exactly who it was. It becomes clear later on. But this player goes and dies and gets reborn. And this starts something kind of fun in the life. Yeah, I make a bet with Craig that I'm going to have the baby. And the winner gets the baby. Winner gets to keep the baby. And I won. Craig's mad. I won the baby. The baby is mine. That comes up later, though. He gets his revenge, trust me. Gabriella. Yeah, I wanted to just come back because this is important for later in the video. They did not want the name Gabriella. They wanted a new one. What name did they want again? Can't remember. What did I end up naming you, baby? Oh yeah, WXD. I think what they meant to say was they wanted the name W, and then they emoted me XD. But I ended up naming them WXD. I don't know. I think it ends up. I think I ended up naming them Wyatt. Yeah, Wyatt. Remember that name, Wyatt. It becomes very important later. Very important indeed. There's a reason I named this episode Lemon Bones. Oh, this is me showing off the lantern that my sister made for me, who ends up being my baby. Gabriella gave me that lantern. It was really funny. And now Wyatt. And I didn't realize that it was them that had given it to me originally. That lantern is really cool if you're not familiar with it, like I was. When I was given this lantern, I didn't even know it existed. It is a device that lets you AFK wherever you are with perfect temp. So you don't actually need an AFK house with one of those. It's pretty cool. I think, if I remember correctly, candles do the same thing. Yeah, I make Craig check it out. I don't think Craig ever used one of these before. Because he didn't get it at first. You'll see. He just picks it up and puts it down. He's like, cool. Like, no, you don't understand, Craig. Pick it up again. Look at your temp, Craig. You'll see. You'll see. He didn't look at his temp the first time because it doesn't really register until now. He's looking at his temp. Wowie zowie! Wowie zowie! Yeah, I know, right? That's right. It's really cool. I think it's cool. So cool. I know that's supposed to be like please eyes, but every time I see those eyes, I think that like whatever you're looking at, you are in utter admiration of. For real. Hit the road, Jack. This is when I started singing Hit the Road, Jack. You guys really missed out. You can see me singing now. No more, no more, no more, no more. I went on for a while. You can see me. Oh man, look at me. I'm really going. I'm really going for it. Yeah. I don't stop. I think I keep singing it because I love that song so much. Hit the road, Jack. At one point I even started making fun of Craig because I think Craig is a lot younger than me. One time I made a meme about Calvin and Hobbes because that's what I like to. I think of me and Craig as Calvin and Hobbes. Craig is younger, and so he's Calvin, obviously. And my name is Rooster, and you know I think I'm a little kooky sometimes, so I'm obviously the Hobbes in our relationship. I made him a meme, and he didn't know what I was talking about or referencing. So then I made a joke here that he probably doesn't know the song Hit the Road Jack. And then I started singing Hit the Road Jack again. And then I make fun of myself for hitting the road jack. So right now, we are on a wild goose chase for this Arctic mine. We look all over the place. I am not going to subject you to this search because it goes on ridiculously too long. I'm going to cut back to after we find the mine. Okay, I'm back. As you can see, my age jumped up over 100. We were on that wild goose chase forever before we finally went back to the smith. We looked at the maps, which is why I have all of the actual coordinates to all the mines. And then I met up with Craig here. We were communicating through Discord. But as you can see, we found the oil because I know we were looking for the Arctic mine, but we realized that we needed kerosene to run the mine. So we went to, and we were out of kerosene at the smith. So we stop by the old oil well. If we have a baby on the way, what we do? Yeah. Yeah, that actually becomes crazy important here in just a second. It's so funny because right now, Craig and I are like two monkeys beating. We aren't technically right now, but we're about to be like two monkeys trying to get an oil well to work. And we start banging around. I think he bangs around over there by the cactus. I start banging around over there by the bicycle. I really thought that I knew what I was doing. I was wrong. Just give it a second here. Yeah, we start banging rocks. Where am I going? I don't even know where I'm going. What are you doing? Oh yeah, my keyboard. Oh my god. So I kept clicking out of the game to. This is me complaining about it. I kept clicking out of the game to read Craig's DMs, and then eventually I clicked out and clicked back in, and my character would not stop moving. It was very, very frustrating. It was half of the reason why it was so hard to use. I mean, Craig's probably like, "What are you doing, man?" Oh no, that's right. Well, after he realized what was going on with me, he told me it's happened to him before. This goes on for quite a while. I ended up having to just give up on movement by keyboard and had to move entirely by my mouse. And there you go. The baby arrives. This baby was a godsend, and you'll see why in just a second. So I give up on moving with my keyboard, and I start name her oil. No, name her olive oil. That's right. I think it ends up being Zabala, or is it? Yeah, I think it is Zabala. Yeah, it's Zabala. Thank God. Thank you, Zabala. You were such a savior. You can see me over here like, why won't this stupid thing work? Because I saw it dripping oil, right? I thought that it was already running, and we just needed to get the oil can off of there and keep replacing it. But I could not figure. I knew that you had to hit it with the mallet. What I did not know, and what Zabala quickly points out, you'll see, is that we need to the keyboard. The keyboard thing really messed with me. I take it, you can see I'm laughing. I take it with a grain of salt right now. But by the end of the next 15 minutes of dealing with that, I was really fed up. I think I lost my cool a little bit. It's probably best that the recording did not. I thought I needed a hammer, but thankfully Zabala, even as a baby, is able to show and tell these two knuckleheads how to use this machine. Me and Craig were really happy that Zabala arrived, because I don't think we would have figured it out. So yeah, Zabala put that pipe in there, and then she did all of this through sign language. She showed us how to put the pipe in there, add the Caro, and then I already knew how to activate it on the other side at that point. I think she was trying to say whack it. Yeah, I turned it on, and then I came over here, and the rest is history. A teacher from the heavens. Yeah, me and Craig were really happy to have Zabala arrive and teach us what to do, because we were so lost. Caro. Oh, see, you can see the little lines. You see how the little lines are going into the barrel? That's how you know it's working, I guess. And that noise, you see that? You can see how all like the oil is dripping out of the top. That's how you know that it's actually ready for you to take. Each time you put a new tank on there, you have to hit it with the hammer to get it started. I'm not gonna act like I'm like an expert at this or anything, because like I barely know how to use it. So there might be some things. I'm sure that Jesse or Tazali have a video where they show you how to use this. Tazali was the one that actually showed me one of these oil rigs in the very first place, but I just didn't retain enough information. And there you go. Craig has the second of his babies. So technically, he is now ahead. Do you have extra clothes? I do not. I was about to give my clothes to the baby, but then I had second thoughts. Because those are gang clothes. Only gang members are allowed to wear those clothes. So yeah, Craig ends up heading back. I think I stay here and get the rest of the oil. Because we came all this way, and there's only one more to get. We end up leaving. No, there's two more to get, or three. Yeah, I might skip actually to the end of this unless something happens. And then Zabalas just wants to know either she's telling me the town or north, or she's asking if it's north. Oh yeah, she's just double checking. And then Zabala heads back to town. And then I hang out, and I just wanted to make sure that the trip was not in vain. I definitely remember leaving this kerosene here in case somebody needed to operate the oil well. I'm not that dumb. 108 years old. Like, this whole episode began, well, technically, this whole life began with me wanting to just go AFK. And then Craig showed up. And then the life was going to be about making a radio, but I took way too long giving a tour of everything. And then when we finally get started on the radio, we realized we did not have all the required materials. So, I mean, I'm 108. I think it's no surprise that we did not end up finishing the radio. But we did get a lot. We got a pretty good head start on it. And we resupplied the town's kerosene supply, so I felt good about that. You know? I even refine it. I think I spend the last like maybe good portion 10 minutes of my life refining that kerosene. Look at me, I'm a productive gang member. Yeah, you know, don't say that the Pickle Boys don't do anything for the town, all right? We contribute just like every other member of society. We just also happen to be gang members. Or as some of the members say, cult members. But we are not a cult. We may be growing beyond a gang, but not in the direction of a cult, okay? A cult would imply that what we're doing is seedy in some way. And that's not true. We have a higher calling. We have a briny calling that we are following. I think I just head back into town at this point. Yeah, so I make it back to the smithy and I start refining the oil. You know, now that I think about it, I kind of feel like a jerk. Craig just had 2 kids back to back. And instead of helping him, like he did when I had the quadruplets, I just, you know, dick around in the smithy making Kara. Kind of a dick move there, Rooster. Craig's a pro, though. He didn't need my help. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. I was like, what am I doing? This is the keyboard issues. The keyboard issues returned. Basically, every time I forget that my keyboard movement doesn't work and I accidentally move with my keyboard, the issue returns where I just start running in whatever direction I last hit. And it won't stop. The only way to get it to stop temporarily is to tab out, and then when you tab back in, only move with your mouse. I have no idea how to fix it. It does end up getting fixed in kind of a funny way too. Probably a superstitious way, honestly, you'll see. But yeah, I could not tell you how to fix it. I can tell you how to stop it, but not fix it. The only way to stop it is to tab out, take your hand off the keyboard, tab back in, and only use the mouse to move. And then I don't know when you can start using the keyboard again. You'll see. Right near the end of my death, I sort it all out in a very odd way. Oh yeah. I'm just refining. It's weird watching myself. Sometimes I'm like, what are you doing? Just like standing there. Like, you're trying to refine some oil. Go refine the oil. That must be very frustrating to watch. I'm sorry. It's frustrating for me to watch. It is hard. Playing and talking is more difficult than it looks. Anybody that like flawlessly plays a video game while talking on YouTube, kudos to them, man. It is difficult. This is me talking about an airport that was over here. So somebody installed 4 landing pads to the right of the smith about 2 days ago. I posted about it in the Discord, and I was really worried because I had heard that the Happy family, which was the current, at the time of recording this video, the Happy family was in 3rd place with, 250 generations. And something happened where a stranger showed up that was not in the family and ended up naming a baby. I'm sure it was all, by accident, nothing malicious. But because someone that wasn't in the family showed up and named a baby, an unnamed baby that was in the Happy family, it messed up their whole lineage, and it all bugged out. So I think we had decided early on that we did not want any airport landing strips here. So I ended up demolishing it. I'm sorry to whoever made them, but we were just so close. I didn't want to risk it. Actually, later this night, the day that I recorded this, that evening, so I recorded this in the morning, and then by that night, apparently one of the devs of the game went in and fixed the bug. It was actually a really kind of scary situation. Not scary, it's just a video game, but they had to basically go in and do some complicated like programming or something, maintenance, to fix the problem without like rebooting everything and having everyone die. Whatever they did seemed to work, because my understanding is that it worked and we're now in 3rd place, which is pretty awesome. There's Craig. Craig got another baby. 4th baby. He had 2 more babies. He makes sure I know it too. Who's winning now? He rubs it in. You're on a roll. Who's winning now? Yeah, give him the hump face. You. Look at him. Look at him rubbing it in. And the river fam. That's right. Thank you for coming, little baby. Amen to that. I love the pog face. The pog face is even more beautiful when you're an old person, because you kind of look like a kooky old person. Like maybe you're not all there. 115 years old. Still busy working. You better hurry up, old timer. You gotta get them clothes back home. I forgot to put the oil in the refiner. At some point, Craig comes and takes over because he wanted to learn. I was surprised Craig did not know how to refine oil. Either that or he forgot how to do it, because I ended up showing him how. Once he ditches that 4th baby. I don't know who that naked person is. They're running around naked. What are you? Oh, it's my daughter, Wyatt. Sup? There's my keyboard issues. They have returned. I wonder where all the other Caro tank are at. I have no idea. 4 more minutes. I'm 116. 4 minutes. Brewster wants to go eat. It's not that late. She can survive. We had a very late lunch. We did. We didn't have lunch until like 2. I'm almost done. As soon as this video's over. Oh, this is me apologizing to my daughter, explaining that I'm having keyboard problems. I get really frustrated. You can probably let me watch myself because I get so mad. Look at me. This is me like cussing. Like, I think I actually like said some pretty foul language. I was getting heated. I was getting so pissed off about this keyboard because I wanted to have a moment with my daughter, who basically saved the family when you think about it. And my damn keyboard was making it so that I couldn't just stand there and talk to her. And anytime I tried to type to her, I would start running. It was so frustrating. But watch this. I just wanted to say thank you. This is, my daughter was even trying to help me. And then here you go. Look, I'm just so frustrated. And I can't even say it right. I just want to say thank you. And then my daughter says, join me in heaven soon. She says, ah. And then I'm like, I have to hug her manually with the mouse. And I can't even type. And she says, never stop running, Mom. Oh, God. And I even try to say, stupid keyboard, I love you. And then love. And I was just so grateful. I was so grateful that I got to have that moment with my daughter, even though I was having the keyboard problems. And then I realized it's fixed. I I'm so happy. It's fixed. The keyboard problems were fixed. I love you too. I love fixed my keyboard. That pog face, you can see I'm making the pog face in real life right now. I was so happy. I genuinely believed when I recorded this that the power of love fixed my keyboard and that I owed it all to my daughter Wyatt. I think that was Wyatt's last words, the power of love. And then Craig reminded me that I was dying too. I am 119 years old, and I am wearing all of my favorite clothes, and the Pickle Boys hideout is halfway across the map, so I actually kind of freak out there for a second. Better get these bones home. I'm 119.2, and my house is across the entire freaking map. I don't know how I made it there. 119.3. But I mean, you know what's funny is Craig would have happily put my clothes away, but I got it into my head that I needed to get my clothes back myself, which is stupid. Craig, like me and Craig put each other's clothes away all the time. $119.7. I can't believe it. This was tense. I was kind of worried. I'm pretty close now though. I think I made it. 100. Yeah, there you go. That's the second episode now where I made it home at like 119.9. And then I just do my usual thank you guys for watching and how I had such a fun time. But that was not the end of the episode. I gotta get this kid to dinner. I'll be right back. Something very strange happens with those bones. So I will be back right after dinner to tell you more.